Hey everyone, this is Burial Blade, and not too long ago, I made a video discussing some new information on the release of Wartune Lite. It was received mostly positively, but there were some people who regarded it as fake news, or this or that, debated the wording, and among other things. So I want to go back, and there is some new information available for us now, and I'm going to show you why this is reputable, why this is real, and why you should care. Consider this a part 2 to the previous video, so if you haven't watched that yet, you might want to do that. If not, it should be fine. Before we jump into that, there's just this new thing. If you click Service here, Wartune Lite was added to this drop-down box. Does that mean anything? Probably not. Could mean something though, so anybody interested in things changing, there you go. Now, moving on. Let's get to this fake news, or whatever you want to call it. Let me show you why it's real. First, we're going to go to 7road.com. That's a real site. This is their website, okay? We're going to switch it over to the English version, because I don't want to read Google Translated stuff. Okay, now we're on their website. So far, so good. You guys can do this yourself if you're skeptical. And we're going to click IR right here, which is going to take us to the corporate information. And we're going to drop down one to the announcements and curriculars. Just the other day, yesterday, they released this interim half-year report, which basically just rehashes most of the information gone over in a different document, which is basically this is just a more nice looking, better document. We're still on 7road, okay? You can see it up here. This is so far not fake news. This is reputable. This is 7road. All of these words, as stated in the bottom of the document, go take a look for yourself if you want to see, are backed by the chairman. This is for potential investors looking to invest within the company, and it would be in the company's best interest to provide an accurate statement of what their plans are and what their financials were. If they said a game was, say, coming in this time frame, you would likely want to invest before then to reap the benefits of your investment. Something along that line. If they lied about that, or they got it wrong, they likely would have some backlash, but that is always a possibility. Either way, let's move forward. First thing we're going to do is just search up Wartune. You can go and do this too. Anyone can do this. And we're going to take a look at this. This is the most important section here. It says it in Chinese and in English. In addition, in the second quarter of 2023, Wartune H5 was tested in North America and the user data was promising. The overseas version is planned to be released to the world in the fourth quarter of 2023. This is important because the fourth quarter of 2023 is in about 2 weeks. I'm not saying the game will release in 2 weeks, I'm just saying that's when the quarter starts. They released this 2 weeks before that. It would make no sense if they were planning such an abrupt lie, or if their plans had changed, it would reflect in this document. But so far, it's the same. Moving on, some people debated the wording of planned. Okay, if you plan to do something in the fourth quarter, you are likely going to do it in the fourth quarter. But plans go wrong sometimes, so that's not evidence of anything. Let's move on. They actually go as far as to rehash that again in different wording, explicitly on their outlook for the second half of 2023. Wartune H5, aka Wartune Lite, the overseas edition, so the global edition, is expected to be released to the world in the fourth quarter of this year, after being tested in North America in the second quarter. Okay? Different wording this time. They're not saying planned, they're saying expected. These words are from the same company, the same document. Okay? If you expect something to come in the fourth quarter, it's probably going to come in the fourth quarter. But same thing, it's not definitive proof. But now we have two situations of them saying they both plan to do it and they expect it to come in the fourth quarter. If that doesn't mean anything to you, of 7road saying they both plan and expect to release Wartune Lite in the fourth quarter of this year, 2 weeks before the fourth quarter, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit pissed off. It's just I had a lot of people try using these kinds of arguments against this information, which just simply doesn't make sense. So there you have it. That's pretty much all we're going to go over. You can check this yourself. Wartune Lite is planned and expected to come out in the fourth quarter. That is not 100% proof. That is not a confirmation, but that is damn near a confirmation from Seven Road themselves, the people who manage Wartune and Wartune Lite, the entire IP. There you go.